Hi there, I'm Megan and I go by Solar Glow Meditations. Tonight we're going to have a Dowsing Rod session where I will be asking questions that you guys have submitted. So if you guys have questions that you want me to ask in these sessions, if you could submit them to the link in the description box, I'll put it down below. It helps keep me organized because my backlog of questions keeps growing, which is fantastic. You guys are so curious and I appreciate that. So yeah. A few other things. The future is not set in stone. Anything I ask about the future can change. It's just the most likely outcome at this point in time based on the way things are going, the way people are acting, general sentiment in the ether. So take those things with a grain of salt. Know that you can change the future if you want to, just by changing your actions, your thoughts, and go from there. Also, I am not a medical professional. Please do not take this as medical advice. Please talk to your doctor before making any decisions medically. And in this case, it's for entertainment purposes only. Other things, I don't necessarily believe everything that comes through the rods. This is very much for your own discernment. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and go from there. So yeah, I think that covers it. Oh, if you guys want to, I do release these videos early for subscribers. So if you want to join my channel, there's a link in the YouTube website. You might have to join from a desktop computer. I know some folks have had issues with that. So yeah, with that, let's go ahead and get into it and figure out who we're talking to. If you're with me and willing to answer questions, could you cross the rods for yes? Thank you. Could you open wide for no? Thank you. Could you point to the direction of your energy? Thank you. Am I speaking with an ascended master? Yes, thank you. Am I speaking with Buddha? Yes, thank you. Alrighty, well, let's get into the questions. Is Buddha the most ascended master? No, thank you. After Buddha died, did he discover there is a God? Yes, thank you. Did Buddha really forbade Buddhist followers from eating beef? No, thank you. Was Reiki brought to Earth by Ascended Master Buddha? Yes, I'm getting like a partial yes. Is that more accurate? Yes, thank you. Was he the only one that brought it forward? No, thank you. Does eating kosher help with enlightenment and vibration? Yes, thank you. Is developing a higher vibration an essential aspect of reaching enlightenment? Yes, thank you. Is it true you have to be enlightened to be freed from the cycle of rebirth? No, thank you. Seeing colors while deep in meditation, does it mean that we are closer to enlightenment spiritually? No, thank you. Does that speak more to being more developed psychically? Yes, thank you. Can we get enlightenment through irregular practice of meditation? Yes, thank you. Will we reach enlightenment faster through regular practice of meditation? Yes, thank you. Is enlightenment the last thing to achieve God? No, thank you. Is a neutral environment with flickering lights a mean to enlightenment when combined with meditation and healthy eating practices? Yes and no, thank you. He's telling me it can help. Yes, thank you. Is meditation the best way to reach enlightenment? Yes and no, thank you. Does it help? Yes, thank you. Is it necessary? No, thank you. Do you have to be physically alive to break your reincarnation cycle and achieve enlightenment? No, thank you. Is Vipassana the best form of meditation to reach enlightenment? No, thank you. Can you become enlightened by doing ayahuasca? No, thank you. Can ayahuasca help lead you toward enlightenment? Yes, thank you. Can you enlighten yourself enough to one day be in the presence of God? Yes, thank you. Can you be in the presence of God without enlightenment? Yes, thank you. Is moving out of your parents' house essential for enlightenment? No, thank you. Do we live 21 lives and have 21 opportunities for enlightenment? No, thank you. Do we live more than 21 lives? Yes, thank you. Is it possible to achieve enlightenment without a spiritual master? Yes, thank you. Is internal family systems therapy a pathway to spiritual enlightenment? Yes, thank you. Will most of the population of the world become enlightened in the next 10 years? No, thank you. Is it important to maintain a mindful way of eating in order to achieve enlightenment? Yes and no, thank you. Are there categories to enlightenment? No, thank you. Is Argentina a spiritually enlightened country? Yes, thank you. Excuse me. Are humans holding high vibrations that move the universe towards enlightenment? Yes, thank you. Can the universe become enlightened? Yes, thank you. Is Tom Campbell and his theory of everything a good working model for enlightenment? No, thank you. Interesting. I haven't read the book, so I have no idea what's in it. Are there nuggets of information in there that could help with enlightenment? Yes, thank you. Can anyone become enlightened instantly at any time? Yes, thank you. Is Buddhism the closest to the truth about the world and the soul? No, thank you. Is to become Christ the same as to become the Buddha? Yes, thank you. Interesting. Will the next Buddha be born within the next 500 years? No, thank you. Was Buddha an experiment to unlock parts of our dormant DNA? No, thank you. Do the appearance of past and future Buddhas follow a cycle of collective karma? Kind of, thank you. Interesting. For Buddha, does the book Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse closely resemble your life? No, thank you. Are there parts of it that were similar? Yes, thank you. Has Buddha reincarnated into another life on Earth? No, thank you. Is Buddha coming? Maybe, thank you. Are you coming to Earth? No, thank you. Are there many Buddhas? Yes, thank you. Buddha, are you a god? No, thank you. We are an ascended master. Yes, thank you. Is God just not a name you prescribe to yourself? Yes, thank you. Can you become a god just by saying you are one? Yes, okay, thank you. Interesting. Is Buddha and Jesus the same energy that comes in a different body? No, thank you. If Buddha is still in the world, does it mean that they have not crossed over? No, thank you. Is Buddhism's concept of the afterlife true? Sort of, thank you. Are the Buddhas the highest realized beings? No, thank you. Did Jesus study Buddhism during his missing years? Yes, thank you. Is the realization of the Buddhist state the highest enlightenment? No, thank you. Is the Buddhist rainbow body the ultimate realization for a human being? No, thank you. Are archangels in Christianity and the deities in Tibetan Buddhism the same class and or type of enlightened beings? No, thank you. Is Angkor Wat, a Hindu Buddhist temple, the most spiritual place on earth? No, thank you. Is Buddha an avatar of Vishnu? No, thank you. Is it possible to follow both Jesus and Buddha and get spiritual guidance? Yes, thank you. Are the human relics of Buddha magical and capable of miracles? Yes, thank you. Can the Buddha act as a spirit guide and come to us when we pray for that support and guidance? Yes, thank you. Are the Buddha's words as recorded by his disciplines the closest to the essence of what he said as possible? We're going with a mostly yes. Thank you. Very slow on that. This is close to what we could understand at the time with human terminology and understanding. Is that? Yes, thank you. Have our understanding of how things work evolved since then? Yes, thank you. Was Buddha really a king before giving all that up and searching for enlightenment? Yes, thank you. Okay. Will Buddha ever reincarnate as a woman? No, thank you. Has Buddha ever been a woman incarnated on earth? Yes, thank you. Had Buddha... Oh, I guess that was the next question. Okay, we're going to keep going. When enlightened, can a realization of unboundedness be experienced? Yes, thank you. Is enlightenment an experience of the truth of being? Yes, thank you. Does enlightenment happen in layers? Yes, thank you. Are whales highly enlightened beings? Yes, thank you. If you have dreams that come true in the next day, or if you have dreams that come true the next day, does it mean that you are spiritually enlightened? No, thank you. Does it mean you have precognition? Yes, thank you. Can a person reincarnate only after achieving enlightenment? No, thank you. Can an enlightened person give some of the power to another person? Yes, thank you. Would that help that person reach enlightenment faster? No, okay, thank you. If we become enlightened at some point in our lives, do we maintain that same level of enlightenment if we decide to reincarnate again? Yes, thank you. Do you have to be nice to everyone in order to achieve enlightenment? No, thank you. Interesting. I hope you're nice to people anyways. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Buddha. Me too. Let's see. Did Lucifer actually stand for enlightenment and freedom? Yes and no, thank you. Is the transit of Pluto and Uranus in air signs quickening our enlightenment collectively? Yes, thank you. Are psychedelic mushrooms an effective way to find enlightenment? Yes and no, thank you. Excuse me. Can a human design system help you reach more enlightened state to live in? Yes, thank you. Can babies and children sense humans with positive energy or enlightenment better than adults? Yes, thank you. Can a person become fully awakened or enlightened by lots of conscious contact with earth, such as trees, plants, and nature? Yes, thank you. Was Jesus consuming meat after he was enlightened? Getting like a sometimes, yes, thank you. Was that out of necessity mostly? Yes, thank you. Did he prefer not to? No? Okay. Did he care? Kind of? Okay. We can ask him later. Thank you. Is the Eightfold Path the surest way to enlightenment? No, thank you. Is practicing non-duality meditation the most useful form of meditation to attain enlightenment? Yes, thank you. Interesting. Is Sufism a path to enlightenment? Kind of, yes. Okay. That is all the questions that I have for this session. If you guys have more questions you'd like me to ask, please feel free to drop them in the description box, in the link in the description box below. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a good one, and I will catch you guys next time.